The time has come.
The time has come finally for me to play a Pokemon game. I'm Jockey. No cat here today, but they're in the living room sleeping right now. Anyway, we are finally getting into the Pokemon series. This is a series I'm very familiar with, and I can't wait to finally get this Let's Play going, so let's get started. Anyway, most of my Let's Plays I kind of tell you how the game works and such, but Pokemon is such like a universally understood franchise. You catch monsters, you use them in battle, type effectiveness stuff, gym leaders, all that's very understood. So instead of covering that, I'm going to be covering the stuff that makes this generation unique, even though this is probably the most popular generation in the series. Personally, this isn't my favorite by any means, not even my second or third, but I still think it's worth going back to as the original Pokemon game, and there's still some things about it that are unique and worth talking about. So now let's get started. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak, people call me the Pokemon Prof. Did Moltres always appear here? Is that a Moltres? You know, the sprites in this game don't look too great, honestly. Anyway, this world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. I really hope I didn't mess up and choose an accidentally randomized ROM. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Well, I told you at the beginning of the episode you should be paying attention, sir. And it looks like there are only 7 letters when you get to pick your name, so sorry to all the Abdullahs out there. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again? This is your grandson and you forgot his name. How very inappropriate of you. I don't have a name to give this guy. You know, most people have, like, some other person they name him. I really don't know. Rick. In all caps. That's right, I remember now. His name is Rick. Jockey. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. No, Pokemon Let's Go isn't until later. Anyway, welcome to the world of Pokemon. Here we're just an average boy with our upstairs bedroom. We got a Super Nintendo playing on the TV. We have our own computer over here. You know, honestly, this room doesn't seem all that bad. Why is it still saying I'm playing on the SNES when I'm clearly not looking at it? Let's check out the PC here. Jockey, turn on the PC. We're gonna withdraw because it gives us a potion right at the start. So that's nice of it. Not every Pokemon game does this, I don't think. But, we now have a potion right at the start, which is nice. There's some other options on our menu, just revealing all the gym leaders except the 8th one. I wonder who it could be. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak, next door, is looking for you. Alright. Now, despite her saying that it's next door, the next door neighbor is actually not Professor Oak. This is Rick's house, which, yes, despite being our rival and we're only a 10-year-old, this man has a house where he lives with his sister. Also, what does he do in this house? This is the only floor. It's just a bunch of shelves, a table. Where does he sleep? In fact, this man over here and that woman, these people, where do they live? These are the only 2 houses, because the only other building in the whole pallet town is this place right here, which is Professor Oak's lab. Oh, hey, Rick. Yo, Jockey! Gramps isn't around. Alright, that's all he has to say to us, I suppose. Anyway, we clearly have some grass here, and stepping into the grass will get Oak's attention. Hey, wait, don't go out. I just teleported in with my instant transmission. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. And off we go. I'm not controlling this, by the way. He's just dragging us along. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Rick? Let me think. Oh, that's right, you exist. I fucking hate my life. Here, Jockey. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha-ha! They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I only have 3 left. But you can have one. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Rick. You can have one too. Just we get to pick first. I don't need to be greedy like you. Go ahead and choose, Jockey. So essentially, we have 3 choices of Pokemon, and he is guaranteed going to pick the one that has the type effective advantage against us. So first of all, we have Charmander, and spoiler alert, I am picking Charmander. I'm sorry, he's one of my favorite Pokemon. But the other options aren't bad either. We have Squirtle, the water-type starter of the generation. Last but not least, we have Bulbasaur, the grass-type starter of the generation. And I actually like Bulbasaur a good amount, it's just that I like Charmander a bit more. Obviously, prefers hot places. When it rains, steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. So, you want the fire Pokemon Charmander? Yes, I do. This Pokemon is really energetic. Jockey received a Charmander. Do you want to give a nickname to the Charmander? Yes, I do. And a bit of a theme I'm going to be going with is I'm going to be naming all of these after singers from the early or the mid 1900s, and seeing as how the legend recently passed away and there's no specific gender listed here, I'm going to be naming our starter after the wonderful singer Doris Day.
Dream a little dream of me.
Because again, this generation doesn't list genders. So, this is the best chance I have to say that our starter is female. Actually, we have enough to make it spaced. But this is our best opportunity to name our starter after a female, because in most other generations, the chances of a starter being male are for some reason much larger. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case for most starters in later generations. And actually, it looks like we get a bit more than 7 letters when it comes to naming the Pokemon. I don't get why that's the logic, but whatever. I'll take this one then. So of course he picks the Squirtle, the one that's inherently going to beat Charmander, but that's okay because they don't actually have any type-effective moves right now. He doesn't have Bubble, I don't have Ember, so really it's just a war of attrition with normal-type moves right now. He of course immediately challenges us to a battle, and so this is the first Pokemon battle in the series. Like, no matter what, you can't, you know, wander off to some other area, you can't fish and do some wild encounter. This is the very first battle, no matter what you do. This is why in Fire Red, this is where Oak would give you a tutorial on how to play. Anyway, right now Charmander has Scratch, and I believe Squirtle just has Tackle and Tail Whip. I think Bulbasaur also has just Tackle. Tail Whip right now is lowering our defense, which won't matter until he attacks us. We have Growl, which lowers his attack, kind of a way to undo the Tail Whip. You know, as long as... Oh, there's the Tackle. I was about to say, if he just keeps going for Tail Whip, we're good, but... He finally attacked, and it looks like we're going to be finishing this next turn. He went for another Tail Whip. And that is the end of Squirtle. Goodbye, sir. 70 experience points, that's a level up for Doors here. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon! And I got 175 Poke Dollars for winning. I don't really know what the proper name for that currency is. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to the toughen it up! Gramps, Jockey, smell you later! And there he goes, with his very cocky strut. Hello, Oak. Jockey! Raise your young Pokemon by making it fight. That is the only way you can raise Pokemon, by the way, is by making it fight in battles. This is a very cruel world, don't you think? I mean, now Oak isn't stopping us from going through the grass, so immediately we're inclined to go through here. And this is where the RPG elements of Pokemon really start to rise, because we're now getting random encounters, we're fighting, you know, random enemies and getting experience, leveling up, that sort of thing, you know? Here in this round, all we have are Pidgey and Rattata, which I'm not going to be catching either. I actually have plans right now for all 6 Pokemon I'm going to be having, and we're not going to be catching another Pokemon until Viridian Forest, in which we're going to be catching 2. Another encounter. It's a Rattata. I don't know exactly what levels these things can be. Usually it's around like levels 2 and 3, because they want to make it a bit weaker than yours. I accidentally growled. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Critical hit. Very nice. And it looks like Doris is now level 7, which, still not any Fire-type moves. I do not know immediately offhand, like, the level 1, or Gen 1 level up move set for Charmander. In fact, I don't know it for most generations. Really, I just go with the flow and, you know, hope I get moves as I level up. The only times I'll specifically look it up is if I need it to evolve or something, like with Piloswine needing to get Ancient Power to evolve into Mamoswine. Then I'll look it up for that generation just so I can figure out, okay, when am I going to get this? If he gets it at all, he might actually not be able to learn it by level up.